Grace and peace. Here we are. I'm going to give you all a prophetic word. And so this is also going to be some very deep apostolic wisdom that maybe six of you will catch if you're not offended. However, you all know that doesn't stop me. One of the things I noticed that people tend to tell me is, Apostle, keep going. As if I would ever stop. That's number one. Number two, I think that's a very odd statement to say to somebody who's actually been called to do ministry, because I notice other people with platforms, I don't see people saying that to them. And so one of the things that God revealed to me, which was incredibly powerful, is that you're going to have so many obstacles and hurdles just off the fact that you're a woman. That's number one. Then number two, the way and the style and how did I do ministry? Because I actually do ministry how they do in the Bible. That's very far few in between. I don't need anybody to tell me to keep going. I want you all to start. I want you all to emulate real men and women of God and start to walk in your purpose. I don't need the encouragement. You all do. Social media, what I'm doing now, this is not me walking into my purpose. I just want to say that. This is evangelizing. This is spreading the true, unhindered, unfiltered, unadulterated gospel. If you all really knew who I was, a lot of you do, but this is not my purpose. Okay. But what I'm doing is I'm taking the necessary steps that God has me to do. This is part of my purpose. One of the things that you have to understand is that Jesus's purpose was to die. Yes, you heard that correctly. Part of Jesus Christ's assignment was to be persecuted, crucified, and hung on the cross. Jesus is so much more effective in heaven than he is on this earth realm. I'm going to say that again. Jesus is so much more effective in heaven than he would have ever been here on this earth realm. You know why? Because it is impossible to please God without faith. This is why the apostles, when they rode with Jesus, they didn't need to fast. The Pharisees was like, oh, we fast, we do this. How come your disciples ain't fasting? There would be no need if I was walking next to Jesus. So a lot of you don't understand that there is a whole map that God has for you. God might tell you, I want you for an entire year to pray every single day for 3 hours. That is your purpose. God might tell you, I want you to evangelize on this particular street corner for 6 months. I want you to go and feed the homeless every Saturday night for the next 6 years. That might be your purpose. And so what you have to understand is that when you actually begin to walk with God, he's going to have you do unusual things. It is so unusual of God to have me to start a mentorship for 7 months, and it was filled with some of the most high-level sorcerers, Uber workers, priestesses, warlocks. I'm talking about these were not low-level people. Why would God throw me to the wolves like this? It's unusual. So God has you to do unusual things. Let's stop telling Apostle to keep going, and you all need to start. Maybe then if you start walking in your purpose, it'll take away that jealousy, that offense, that hatred, that anger. Maybe go down and actually watch my videos, take notes, and actually study to show yourself approved, and write down and emulate the things that I preach and teach that can actually catapult you so that you can begin taking the necessary steps to walk into your purpose. So I admonish you to start today. In Jesus' name, I pray that this message bless you, convicts you, and that you begin to actually change.